There, we're going to dedicate this episode to Serene.
We hope you're watching and we love you.
Bye.
Bye.
There, we're going to
I have video proof. She's changing out of her Crocs.
back on the road again.
Yes, we is.
And we're going to go to a new place today called Ostrander, Ohio. Hopefully I'm saying it correctly.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right, it's going to be a little drive, so enjoy. Bye.
Bye.
Back on
Another exciting episode of The Traveling Artist, featuring this thing.
Yeah.
And
Thing?
thing. Yeah, this thing. My thing.
I like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, we are heading out to our next destination.
Good.
Funsies.
Funsies. Okay, got that going. Watch the guy in the Ram.
Another beautiful day.
Yeah, but hopefully it's not too sunny. I'm the one who has to do all the technical stuff.
I mean, we could flip it if you want to draw.
Yeah. Try it. Everything's a shape, right?
Shape.
She's just checking out her hair.
Work
She's
big to
like,
small.
oh my gosh. Ooh, I like working big and small.
Working big to small. Everything's a shape. Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll do just fine.
Yep. I'll regret it later. Might have a crashing effect. Does anybody else crash on caffeine? Yeah. One time my dad went to the hospital.
You like a Tesla?
We don't have our sodies today.
No, but we're loaded up on coffee.
Yep. I'll regret it later when I have the crashing effect.
Oh, really? Do tell.
Yeah. I'm not that old. You're the old one. That makes more sense for you. He's a Gen X. I'm a millennial. Actually, he's more of a... You know, I started drinking iced coffee before it became popular.
Oh, really? Do tell.
Yeah.
I assume you created the internet too.
No. I'm not that old. You're the old one. That makes more sense for you. As far as I know the area. Yes, I thought you knew where you were going. See, James, I'm going to show you here. I'm going to show you. Okay, I'm going to show you that James does have, in fact, let me redo that again. Let me redo that.
Yeah, you want to redo that again?
Okay.
As you're insulting me.
Okay.
Please.
James does, in fact, have a GPS. Like, in his view, see, here's his eyes. They can go right here. And yet, he still misses his turns sometimes. And I just can't be the one to always make sure he's going in the right direction. So,
First off, if you want to face out, which I have dash cam evidence, I have a Cousin's Maine lobster here in front of me. It's taking up my entire view.
oh,
So I was just getting the correct lane first. All right. Second off, my Mel over here does get the GPS going. But as soon as we get to a certain area, she takes over.
oh,
And then I'm left with no GPS.
that's not true. I will show that in video evidence because honestly, where we're going today, I don't know. As far as I know the area, I just don't know in the area. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Wish me luck. Ridiculous.
Cousin Maine lobster.
Try and get me in trouble.
Whatever, bruh.
We don't want that, do
Huh. I have to admit, I don't really go down this way, do you?
Only when you take me to new places.
Yeah. Yeah, currently have 2 vehicles that, what's this? What's this? Oh, it's on the camera. I'm like, what is this on my face? Ew.
It's never a dull moment with you.
Yeah,
Did you get the hair off your chin?
I don't have hair on my face yet. I'm not that old.
How about I made you look?
Whatever.
My accent's coming up too. So.
Yeah, that sucks. Well, you might as well get over now. Get behind the...
From the Jeppes that I don't read.
No. You are a distracted driver because obviously I'm sitting next to you, so that's a huge distraction.
That's a huge distraction.
And, you know, you got artistic things on your mind.
Plus, every time I look in the mirror, I see myself and I get distracted by that too.
Yeah, because you're like, ugh.
Because I'm like, damn, you fine.
Don't say the D word.
What?
We can't say that.
Can't say damn?
No. We're trying to make sure that people don't get or what's the word? Like, demonetized?
Monetize.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say hell shit or anything like that either.
That's not going in there. You're going to be going beep, beep,
Beep.
beep. Yes, we're not going to be one of those channels that cusses.
I can work with some beeps. Okay.
I'm deleting that footage. How are we driving on this? Did you see like a thing?
Yeah, I'd cross over.
Yeah, but did you see like a guy doing slow or go? How is this legal? How do the other cars get through? Where's the flagger?
I didn't stop and ask.
Well, you're on the wrong side of the road.
I thought we weren't using those words.
What? I said flagger. There's nothing wrong with that word. Oh, you're talking about the F word. We're gonna have a lot of beep, beep, beeps.
Yep, we're gonna fire out with beeps in this episode.
Yeah.
Lots of beeps.
How? What's that sound?
Uh-oh, we're back to the left.
How is this legal?
How is this happening?
So that means you can't go. Oh, what's this up here? Boo boo.
What? Oh.
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 Ah.
Ah. Ooh.
Ah.
We abandoned.
Slow down. I see a house.
Boarded up.
Mm-hmm.
No car. I can't tell. I see broken windows.
I see the top one is broken. Should pull in. There's a building over there. Wow. This is a good one. Found our next adventure. It's a really beautiful one. Here we go. And we also got a little outbuilding here. Wait to show you. Bye. Found our
Okay, well, we found a place much sooner than we anticipated. Sometimes it goes that way. But looks like a bunch of good possibilities. Again, we're going to walk around and see what we can come up with.
barn. Oh, wow. What happened here? Okay.
This barn has a really good shape to it. I love the roof. And we're going to really focus on that today. There's several angles on this barn that I do like. So I got my pencils out today. We're just going to do some graphite. Because this here is what we come to do. We come to do barns. Much as possible. So, again, focusing on this roof. Coloration's fantastic. Alright, so we got a good start here. Again, as I preached before, you want to work big to small and then work in your details. And what's nice about this roof here is how this part kind of comes forward versus that part of the roof in the back. And so that sort of gives it like a 3D effect, which I like. And you can achieve that by focusing on this right side. And then where the part comes out before you get to the other section of the barn, that pulls it up front. And then you got the other part of the roof here that's sort of off anyways. What's really nice about this barn here is you got the open space, sort of like an open window here, and then you got an open window down here. So now the purpose of this sketch here is just to get the base outline of the barn itself. Let's kind of see what I'm seeing in terms of the shapes. And again, when you're doing speed drawings like this, you do not have to be exact. You do not have to be detailed. Your whole point is taking notes. So these are just basically taking notes. Okay. So the way I would probably set up a piece like this, I would almost shrink this barn on the page a little more. There is another little, it's flattened down, it's collapsed, but there is another little piece off the side here that you could include, and you can also include the back area, the tree line back there. So for my notes here, I'm just going to put the roof because the roof is the main focus. And then the open spaces. And what I mean by that is, of course, these windows, the barn door, this window here, this creates some nice space to put your eye back through. And that in combination with the roof will get you a nice finished piece. So, as mentioned before, there is a section that collapsed kind of off to the side here, which is very interesting. I actually like the shape of it. And so I'm just going to notate this real quick down here. And we've got this door that comes off to the side. There's a lot of chaos right here in this corner. And what I think would be nice is if you mix sort of this chaos down in here with the beauty of that tree line behind it. So we got a nice tree line back here. Gives the eye a lot to look at. And it really can lead them depending on which direction they want to go. In this case, you actually could go either direction. So this is why I love the lines of a barn, an old barn. Nothing straight. So you actually can use that to your advantage. So again, you got all these multi-line, everything's at an angle, nothing is straight. And again, that's what we use to our advantage, because again, that creates the chaos coming out into the beauty. So that was the whole point there. So I will make that notation, chaos versus beauty. Okay, now we're on the other side of the barn, and we got even better angles on this side. Lots of things to break down, lots of things for your eye to look at. Just all kinds of beauty. But what you want to also pay attention to when you're looking through this angle is you can actually see out the other side. And that could add a nice element to your piece. So keep that in mind when you're doing this. All right, so big to small. Let's fit our barn in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at how our barn actually fits in this piece. Because when you have a lot of parts like this, it's very easy to make one super big, super small. It's hard to do, especially when you're drawing on the fly. So I know I got this here on the end. I know I got this here on the end. I don't want to go any further than this. Down here on the bottom, I want to keep it down here. Okay. Not that I'm going to necessarily show any grass, but I can leave room for it. Mostly just to leave room for the details, honestly. Okay. So then again, you got your quick measurements. Now you kind of can tell that right here, this small section, it's pretty close to, well, both sections here are about half, I should say. That's the best way to do it. Okay, and then you got this that comes off, and then you got this side that comes off here. I'm really enjoying drawing this roof up here at the top. Coloration's good too. You know, you can see some different segments in there as well. We kind of mentioned some of the quick measuring in a few episodes. Very invaluable technique. Because again, there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, so now we're coming down to some negative space. A little bit of a door here. Again, it's very easy to get off course when you're laying in all this detail, all this architecture. Very, very easy to force things in there. Lay everything out as fast as possible. And that just gives you way more time for details. And the details are where the fun is. You can actually take your time, go as slow as you want, add and take away whatever you want. All right, so the notations here for this sketch, and we got the see-through down here at the bottom. That's very important. And then we got the roof again, because the roof is a big focus on this barn. Okay, so before we continue with the next angle of the barn, we got to flip around real quick and take a look at this tree line, because this tree line is just fantastic. This could just be one big long landscape piece. Looks like I'm just scribbling in, but yes, when you add in the photos and the videos and stuff from this, and you really start coming in and getting serious and adding in the details, especially this, it almost looks like there's a big giant tree in the middle, a bunch of trees around it. If you can really hone in on that, you're almost telling a story there. It's like, it's gonna put tree island and then clouds option. If you did want to back out and use one of your photo references to do this whole thing,
you said use
to use to use your photo reference for the whole thing, that's fine. You can even include the tree in the back. But for me, I really just like the dynamic of this face, and you can just get away with that at an angle. So that's what I would focus on. I'm not going to do any sketches on these, but these are a couple honorable mentions. And again, we got great photo reference on them for later pieces. But looking at this smaller building here, I love the slope and the chimney coming off. If you put that, especially with this hard edge right here, put that on the edge of a canvas and have it sloping down, it's the same effect as what I drew over there earlier. And you can even include this tree. This tree is the second honorable mention here. This tree is absolutely beautiful. I got a good pic of it. And you can even include that in here if you wanted. You could get a vignette out of this one if you include all the brush over here and some of the top part at the other end of this building, and get one big vignette out of this. So just a couple things to look at. Again, we are looking at everything. And this is just part of it. So you want to look at all your surroundings. Okay, you want to send us off here?
All right, we found another great place. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and please subscribe. It really helps out the channel.
Yep, we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye. You ready to get this fucking show on the road?
Obviously, you're not going to keep that in.